Okay, so you know the Demogorgon, you've been to the Upside Down, and you've definitely followed Eleven's journey. But what if I told you that the whole world of Stranger Things isn't just fiction, but is actually based on a very real, very bizarre conspiracy theory? Well, today, we're pulling back the curtain on the secret blueprint for one of the biggest shows on the planet. I mean, since Stranger Things dropped, it's become way more than just a TV show, right? It's a full-on cultural phenomenon. It just perfectly bottled up that 80s nostalgia, gave us characters we absolutely love, and mixed it all together with this sci-fi horror that, let's be honest, has kept us all hooked. But here's the thing. The wild events happening in Hawkins, Indiana, they weren't just dreamed up out of nowhere. No, they have roots in a much older and frankly much stranger real-world story that actually served as the show's original foundation. So first, let's just do a quick recap of what made this show such an absolute smash hit right out of the gate back in 2016. The Duffer Brothers, man, they just nailed the formula. You've got the super shady Hawkins lab, a missing kid that gets the whole town talking, a mysterious girl with these incredible powers, and of course, all of that is wrapped in this perfect blanket of 80s pop culture. Oh, and you can't forget the absolutely terrifying alternate dimension, the Upside Down. It felt brand new, but also kind of familiar. So, the very first clue connecting the fictional world of Hawkins to our world, it was hiding in plain sight the entire time, in the show's original working title. Yep, before it was ever called Stranger Things, the project was just called Montauk. And believe me, that is not a random name. It points us directly to a decades-old conspiracy theory, all centered around a real place called Camp Hero in Montauk, New York. And this is where it gets really interesting. When you put the two stories side by side, the pieces fit together almost too perfectly. Stranger Things has its secretive government lab in Hawkins. The Montauk Project has a secretive military base at Camp Hero. The show gives us Eleven, a girl with telekinesis. The conspiracy is all about psychological warfare and mind control. And the Upside Down? Well, the Montauk Project's version of that involves even wilder ideas, like time travel and teleportation. The parallels are just undeniable. So, what exactly is the Montauk Project? Let's dive into the conspiracy theory that really laid all the groundwork for the entire world of Stranger Things. So the story goes, starting way back in the early 1980s, that the US government was running a whole series of super secret, highly unethical, and just plain bizarre experiments at a decommissioned Air Force base on the very tip of Long Island. And the claims? Oh, they get wild. We're talking everything from mind control and time travel to making contact with aliens and even being involved in staging the Apollo moon landings. Seriously, it's a conspiracy theory that has a little bit of everything. Okay, so you gotta ask, where did these incredible, over-the-top stories even come from? Who started these rumors, and what, if anything, were they based on? Well, the entire thing seems to come back to two men, Preston Nichols and Al Bielek. Their claim was that they actually worked on these secret projects, but the government repressed their memories, only for them to resurface years later. Nichols even claimed he was still being periodically abducted to continue working on the project against his will. What's really fascinating and maybe a little telling is that the creators of the theory themselves kind of blurred the lines. In their own books, they actually encouraged readers to make up their own minds, calling a lot of their material soft facts, and basically leaving the door wide open for interpretation. And to be clear, it's really important to note that, for the most part, the Montauk Project is considered by researchers and journalists to be a work of fiction. A really compelling story, for sure, but one that was likely fabricated by its authors. So now we get to the really crazy part, how a fringe story born from so-called repressed memories and soft facts somehow transforms into a certified piece of pop culture history. You can literally trace the path right here. In the 80s, it's this niche book series that only conspiracy buffs know about. Then, jump to 2015, a documentary called Montauk Chronicles gives the story a fresh coat of paint for a bigger audience. And then, just 1 year later, that exact same core idea, repackaged and brilliantly executed, is released as Stranger Things. And now, it's the foundation of a massive global franchise. And the result is a full-blown entertainment empire. We're talking way beyond the main series. There are spin-offs coming, a hit stage play, tons of official books and comics that expand the universe, video games, and of course, an absolute mountain of merchandise. It is a media juggernaut. And you just can't argue with the success. Stranger Things has earned massive critical acclaim, including the 12 Primetime Emmy nominations you see here.
It's a powerful contrast when you think about it, isn't it? A story built on what is widely considered a hoax has become one of the most celebrated TV shows of its generation.
At the end of the day, I think it's just a testament to the power of a really good story. Fact, fiction, it almost doesn't matter. The tale of secret government experiments, mysterious powers, and other dimensions was just so compelling that it captured the imagination of a few filmmakers and, eventually, the entire world. It really makes you wonder what other hidden stories are out there just waiting to inspire the next global phenomenon.